Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So I did a video not too long ago telling you about some of the things that are going to be coming to the channel. So today's video, as you probably already saw in the title, I'm going to talk a little bit about how I am preparing to do a little mini cleanse. It's not going to be long and drawn out. Originally, when I thought about doing the cleanse, it was a little bit more involved than what I actually settled on. And the reason I decided to go this route is because my husband is actually going to be doing the cleanse with me. And the way that our schedule is set up, he's actually going to be coming off of his cleanse the day that I actually start mine. And I'm going to explain how this is going to work out for us. And I will let you know through the details. I'm also going to be trying to make the document that I created available so that if you want to download it, you can do that. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. This is something I've done for myself in the past and it worked. And I just want to kind of do it again, to do like clean my system out, do like a reset and just go from there. I'm not trying to do this for weight loss. I'm doing this to kind of get some things in gear for my immune system, for my gut health, also for my hair, nails, and skin. There are just some goals that I have for myself, and I really want to make sure that I'm doing everything that I can possibly do to make myself as healthy as I can possibly be. And then just kind of maintain it. Every now and then we fall off and we have to restart. There's nothing wrong with that. We're not perfect. This is a journey, which means that you're going to have to make decisions, that proverbial fork in the road. You're going to have to make some hard choices. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. And so this is just me doing what's best for me. And anybody that want to come along for the journey, you're welcome to. You can do it however you want. You can make any changes you want. Nobody's telling you what to do, what you can't do. These are just some things that I'm doing for myself, and this is the way that I'm doing it. Okay? Okay, so let's get into it. So what I put together, and I'm going to have this, is going to be a screenshot for what I'm going over with you. Again, I'm going to try to figure out a way to make this available for anybody who's interested. I did some research. I grabbed some links. I did some screenshots. It's about 7 pages long, but it's mostly informational. The first page is actually the details of the detox itself. So this is a cleanse, detox, reset. And I'm only doing it, like I said, for a short period of time. So the way that this is going to work is day one is going to be preparing for the cleanse. Okay, it's going to be your prep day. The last day is going to be your recovery day. So the first day, as you're preparing, what I am going to do is I'm eliminating all solid foods. I'm eliminating any dairy, any bread, no added sugar, decreasing salt, eliminating alcohol. I'm also going to there will be consumption of caffeine only because of the teas that I'm using, but also I drink coffee, so I'm going to get a nut-based creamer so that I don't introduce dairy into my prep day. So I will find a nut-based creamer that does not have any dairy in it whatsoever. And they're out there because when I was plant-based, I used to drink them all the time. So let's kind of go back. So the prep day is going to be liquids or full liquids. So after I had my surgery, there was a phase in transition that I had to go through, because you went from liquids to full liquids to pureed foods, soft foods, solid food, that. So what the medical profession considers full liquids are anything that's embodied. So regular liquids would be something like broth, or anything that's like broth based, water, that sort of thing. Full liquids could be a protein shake. It can be even if you decided to take, like, say, for example, make yourself a vegetable soup, and you puree the vegetables down enough where it's pureed, but you're not eating it, you're more drinking it than anything. So there's a way to make your pureed soups and foods into a full liquid. um so those are going to be some of the things that I'm doing to sustain myself. Y'all know I already juice. So one of the things that I'm going to continue doing is juicing. That is where I'm going to get my nutrients from. I am going to be adding different supplements into my juices. I have a green powder that I use. I have collagen. I also have a superfood powder that I bought a while back, and that one, it's sweetened with the fruit. It doesn't have any sugar, it doesn't have any artificial sweetener or anything like that. It has no dairy. It is strictly a combination of high iron, high calcium ingredients, all natural. There's no chemicals or anything that's in there. So those are the three things that I'm actually going to be using to make protein shakes, to make meal replacement shakes, to add to my juices. So I will be consuming my water. I will be also adding, like, because of the fact that you are removing certain nutrients from your diet, you want to make sure that you're able to add things back in a way that you can consume them and stay within the guidelines that you set for yourself. So for me, that means my electrolyte water. So I'll be consuming just regular plain water. I'll be adding electrolyte powder sometimes. Again, I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, so I will be drinking my coffee, and I usually put an equal in there. But if I notice that the nut-based creamers add enough flavor to the coffee where I don't have to add an equal, because I only do 1. I don't drink more than 1 cup of coffee a day. On my prep day, I will not be doing any of the stuff that I do. No, let me rephrase that. On my prep day, there are a couple of things that I won't be doing until my cleanse days. So prep day is basically just to help your body expel, like, the solid foods and stuff like that that you've eaten over the days and weeks and months before. So you're only consuming things that are liquid or full liquids. You can have as much of that stuff if you want. You can drink as much as you want. You need to do what is best for your body. So the key thing is listening to your body. I'm listening to my body. So if I drink a protein shake, or if I drink my juice or anything, and I am still feeling like I'm not satisfied, then I'm going to continue to drink more. I'm not concerned about caloric intake. I'm not trying to do this for dieting. I am staying or monitoring, like, any types of sugars, sodium. I'm not really looking at carbs all that much, because the way that my body is set up, there are certain things I need in abundance anyway, to make sure that I am not vitamin deprived, or I don't, because I already deal with deficiencies and stuff anyway. So that is your prep day. So your prep day and your recovery day are going to look the same. They're going to be identical. And the reason being is, on your cleanse day, you have 2 cleanse days. So I'm doing a prep day, 2 cleanse days, and then a recovery day. So on my cleanse days, it's going to be pretty much everything that you're doing on your prep day. The difference is you're allowed solid foods. No meat, still no dairy, but you can have salads. You can make soups. Your soups do not have to be pureed into liquid form. On your cleanse days, you can actually eat as long as they don't have meat added to them. You can do meat alternatives, especially for those who are plant-based already. I probably won't be doing that, because I think I just like the idea of just eating my plants, my nuts, my seeds, my legumes, that sort of thing. So I'm going to have a full list of things that I'm going to be eating. And in addition to that, I'm going to put on the screen, there are going to be 4 different teas that I'm going to be drinking, 3 of which are, 2 of which are specifically for colon cleansing. The other two are just good for your gut health. And so I'm going to put those on the screen. One of them is one that I found at the vitamin shop, which I know the location by where I work is no longer open. So I don't know if the vitamin shop is no longer open. But I am going to put it on the screen because if you can find it online and you want to try it, it's a loose tea. So it does have to be steeped, and it has really good flavor. The other one I got from Teamy, and I haven't really seen much about them lately, so I'm not really sure if they're still open or not. But again, you can research it, see if you can find it. These sachet bags from Teamy, I love them. I love them. They're not harsh on your gut. You don't have the cramping and the discomfort and things like that. It's a really comfortable process to go through when you're using the Teamy blend products. The other teas I got from HEB. No, I got one from HEB and I got one from Walmart. And you'll see the I can't think of the one. The Great Value brand, obviously, comes from Walmart. The other one I got from Yogi. It comes from I get those from HEB. And I've recently found this one and I absolutely love the flavor of it. I was very surprised because I thought chai mixed with turmeric, that's going to be kind of weird, but it wasn't. It was really nice, especially as a hot tea. So outside of adding the teas and the solid foods, that's what the difference is going to be between your cleanse days and your prep and reset days. So again, I'm going to this cleanse, and let me kind of go back just a little bit. This cleanse I'm calling it a 5-zone detox plan. And the zones are kidney, liver, your colon or your gut, skin, nail, and hair. Those are all together. And then immune. So those are the zones that I'm focused on healing. And I'm trying to heal those naturally by trying to eliminate some toxins from my body, to try to reverse some of the things that are going on. Because I told y'all before, I'm having issues with dry skin, and I want my hair, since I'm on my lock journey now, to really grow. And I did find some products, which I'm gonna put the image of the gummies that I found. I bought those at Burlington, but I did go on the website and I have the link and all of that kind of stuff in the packet that I created. And I'll try to remember to put the link in the description box. So I'll be taking some additional supplements in order to help facilitate my process. The next thing that I want to mention is, besides, making sure that I take my medicine, making sure that I drink my water, reducing the sodium, eliminating or reducing sugar, monitoring the amount of caffeine I take in, because it's allowed, but in moderation. I will be doing 15 minutes of quiet time before bed. I have an issue with turning my brain off. So I want to take about 15 minutes to just sit and quiet my thoughts in preparation for me laying down and going to sleep. That partnered with actually scheduling a bedtime for myself, which I do not have a scheduled bedtime. I want to start scheduling the time for me to go to bed so that I can have time to prepare for sleep. And that may not be important to some of you all, but it's extremely important to me because I am trying to break some habits that I have. And in keeping it real for myself, I need to do things that is actually going to work in tandem with trying to break those habits. I need to put things in place in order for that to even be possible. And one of the things is scheduling my bedtime, and then 15 minutes before my bedtime, scheduling time to meditate and quiet my thoughts, and then actually allowing myself time to go to sleep. I may have to introduce melatonin again, maybe once or twice during the week if I have trouble falling asleep. I also have some sleepy time tea, different things like that, but just trying to do natural things to help myself fall asleep and stay asleep. Because sometimes my issue is not that I can't fall asleep, it's that I can't stay asleep. So then I'm up roaming around, watching YouTube and doing some everything else. So the other thing is getting back on my exercise regimen. I'm going to be committing to moving it. I do a lot of walking, but it's not walking that's conducive to strengthening, toning, weight loss, or anything like that. It's just natural movement. But I need to do 30 minutes of moving that will actually burn calories and things like that in a more productive way. That means getting back on the treadmill. That means watching YouTube videos and exercising along with those videos. That means riding a bike, or actually getting out, and if I decide I want to get out in the neighborhood and actually walk the neighborhood. So committing to at least 30 minutes of movement per day, and it has to be intentional. So I'm also going to be incorporating 2 hours at some point during the day. I'm not sure if it's in the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, but it's 2 hours of fasting. That means I don't ingest anything except water. And one of the reasons for that is I was reading something online during my research, and it talked about, it'll probably be in the morning, and it talked about how not eating as soon as you get up and drinking lemon water, like delaying when you actually consume food or anything that has calories into it, it actually promotes good gut health. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to have either some hot lemon water or some plain water, but something to kind of prepare my digestive system for me to actually start consuming whatever it is that I'm going to be consuming for the day. Oh, the other thing is I have a list. I'm also going to be incorporating more pro and prebiotics into my diet. And I have a list, it's in the document that I created, that actually talks about what pro and prebiotics are. And this is going to be very beneficial for people who are not familiar with what that is, but it's very good for your body to naturally consume things that helps the good bacteria in your stomach flourish. So one of the things, and this is going to be in the document that I make available to you, is using miso paste for a soup, and that is just a pureed soybean that they pair with like rice or grains that they turn into a powder, and you can use that. I found a video with some really good miso recipes. So I'm going to be actually making soup out of miso, and I have miso in my freezer from the stockpiling and stuff that my mom and I were doing. And I was so excited when I saw it, because I was like, oh, I had to go buy some of that, but I don't have to buy it now because I have enough. And I'm also going to put the ingredients. I got a screenshot of the back of the container with the ingredients. Another thing that I'm going to be incorporating is hummus. That I can actually eat with different vegetables and stuff like that. And of course, hummus is just chickpeas. They have some hummus that they make that is vegan, but it's not it's vegetarian, but it's not vegan. And it really doesn't matter unless you are on a particular lifestyle journey. The other thing it talks about including, and these are the probiotics, is sauerkraut. And if you know what kimchi is, that's another thing. The kimchi that I like is not the Napa cabbage kimchi. It's going to be the daikon radish kimchi, and I love it. It is absolutely fabulous, and I always get the spicy. Kombucha. I've tried drinking a kombucha, but because of my being a bariatric patient, drinking kombucha is just like drinking soda. The carbonation gets stuck in your stomach, and it becomes very painful for you to get rid of it. Kefir is a grain, and they make a milk out of it. They have a vegan version and also a non-vegan or dairy version. The dairy version, they use cow, goat, or sheep milk in addition to the kefir grains, and they make it into it looks creamy. The vegan version is made with coconut milk. So, and then of course pickled vegetables, and I love pickled vegetables, but I have to stay away from them because the pickled vegetables that I consume, I was reading the labels, and they are very high in sodium, which is not good because I'll have high blood pressure. So some of the prebiotics, just to give you an example, is bananas, onions, garlic, berry, legumes, beans, peas, oats, artichokes, asparagus, dandelion greens, leeks, apple skin, and chicory root. But again, this is going to be in the document that I make available for you. The document, I pulled some information on like spices that promote good gut health, herbs that promote good gut health. It talks about the benefits of leafy greens. It talks about how to keep your liver healthy, the things that you can do for your skin, nails, and hair. It also talks about your immune system. And so just to give you an idea about the information that I pulled on, keeping your immune system healthy, it says that you can eat these foods to boost your immunity, and it's berries, fish oil, leafy greens, nuts and seeds, spices, citrus fruit, poultry, brightly colored vegetables, yogurt, and olive oil. So all of this information is going to be available as soon as I determine how I want to share this information with you. So in addition to internally healing myself, I'm going to be using some products, and some of the products that I'm about to show you, you've already seen me use these products before. You've already seen, like when I talk about my faves and stuff like that. And so, but I do have a couple that I have not shared with you. So one of the things that I use is not just for makeup removal, but it's also for cleansing, and it's micellar water. And I use this. I got my mother using it because it's really good to your skin. It's not just removing the dirt and the makeup and stuff off of your skin, but it's also moisturizing your skin at the same time. And in line with the moisturizer, I swear by Dermasil. I love this stuff. I use it. I make sure whenever I go to the store, I grab at least 3 tubes, regardless of how many tubes I have at home, because I love it, love it, love it. Another product that I absolutely love, and I keep these on hand, is for hydration, is the Mario Badescu hydrating spray. I love it. It makes my face feel so refreshed, and I don't give myself a facial nearly as often as I should. So I'm going to be trying to make those changes. I want to give myself a really good facial, not necessarily stripping my face of all the oils and stuff, but sometimes it's just about taking a hot cloth with just plain hot water, and just, rehydrating your face like that, and then kind of just gently rubbing it and then adding the moisture back in. Speaking of adding the moisture, I have these. I have not been able to find the drops anymore. I had the vitamin C, the rose, I had avocado, and I can't remember what the other one was, and I have not been able to find these. So I'm still on the hunt. I may have to go directly to the manufacturer or to the company that sells this to see if I can get it directly from them. But I've been using what I have sparingly because I only do like 2 drops. I take this, the lotion, and then I do 2 drops of the oil and put it in my hand, and then that's what I put on my skin. Another thing that I found, because I use the Ambi Black soap, this is what I use to actually cleanse my skin, is the Ambi Black soap. And I use it with my teardrop sponge. I recently just bought this little thing right here, and it comes with this one, and it comes with the silicone cleanser. So I'm going to be switching up what I use to clean my skin. But I use that in line with I'm gonna put this stuff back in here the way it's supposed to be. I use that in line with this Ambi. It's a serum. I found, I get my Ambi products from the beauty supply store. So any beauty supply store that sell African American products for black skin, you'll be able to find all kinds of Ambi products. And Ambi's line is getting bigger and bigger. Every time I turn around, they have something else out. And so the last thing I do is, this is not necessarily a brand of mask that I use, but this is one I picked up and I've used it once and I really like it. So I have, this is the sea salt. I have another one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a little different than this one. I want to say it has like aloe or something in it. But I try to do a mask as part of my regimen, my self-care day, because you want to actually give yourself time for your skin to actually go through the process of healing and recovering itself, and cleansing and moisturizing, hydrating your face every day. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes you have to actually give it a little extra love. With that being said, I found a product through Avon. And the reason that this product initially caught my attention is because when I went on one of my cruises, I came back extremely sunburned. My face was just burnt. And at the time, I was using the Skin So Soft had an aloe gel, and I used it all up. I don't have it anymore. They don't sell it anymore. I couldn't find it. Skin So Soft has a whole lot of products. I don't care how many times I look in that Avon book, I can't find it. So I'm not really sure what they did with it, but Avon added this product, and I used it after being sunburned. I've used it as a daily moisturizer. This stuff is amazing. And when I tell you, you literally just a little bit goes a long way, that is so true. You don't have to use a lot of that. I take a little bit on my finger, and I usually, put it on the tips and just moisturize it into my skin. So sometimes, because y'all know I wax, keeping it real, sometimes when I wax right around my jawline, I get these little contact irritation bumps, or they're dry patches where maybe the wax was a little too hot or something. But I never get it under here. It's always around my jawline. So taking a little bit of that, rubbing it on the irritated portion of my skin, the recovery is like overnight. If it's a dry patch and I put it on there and just leave it, nothing else on top of it, the aloe heals that dry patch. And so when I get up the next morning or sometime that next day, I'll notice that the dry patch is gone. So that is how we're going to prepare for, getting all my stuff together, making sure I have everything I need. I've already juiced before the holidays. And what I did is I juiced so that I didn't have to try to juice. And I put everything in the freezer. I did juice again yesterday, and I did green apple, cucumber, celery, lemon, lime. I was going to add kiwi, but the juicer I was using, I was concerned that it was going to get clogged up. So I just took the kiwi and I cut up the kiwi in the bite-sized pieces to consume just as a snack. I also cut up some cucumber and tomatoes in a bowl, which I'll eat like with salad dressing. I have some grapes. I also have avocado that I turned into not guacamole, but I seasoned it, and I'm probably going to add a little onion to it. And so I can get some, they have bread like Ezekiel bread or potato bread or something like that, that I can make like avocado toast out of. So I'm going to figure out what the compromise there is because I don't eat avocado with anything else. So it will be avocado toast for breakfast. So I'm going to try to figure out like, what can I use as a base instead of regular bread for avocado toast. I know it's out there and it's plant-based. So it wouldn't be made with, like flour. I think some stuff is made with almond flour, different things like that. So I'm going to do the research because I got some avocado and I've already mushed it up and everything, put a little lemon so it doesn't turn. So I'm going to be trying to see what I can eat with that avocado. So this is going to happen the first full week of February. So not the end where January and February meets up, but that following week. is when I'm actually going to be doing the cleanse. So actually, I guess it doesn't matter then if that's the case with my avocado, because I won't have it by the time I start. So I can just eat it what I want to eat it then. All right, y'all. So that is going to be how I prepare for my detox, cleanse, reset. And I'm doing this, again, not for weight loss, but just to kind of help my body heal itself, to help reset everything that's going on with my immune system, with my digestive system, with my hair, my nails, my skin, my brain. And y'all stay tuned for another video that I'm going to be creating, because I want to talk to y'all about dreams and dream interpretation. It's been some weird stuff going on in my dreams, and I'm just like, what does that even mean? Okay. All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and see you next time. We don't get out of here without saying love yourself, love somebody else. And until next time, y'all take care. Bye. If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.